So I had this guy just message me and said, I see in one of your videos you say you give your wife everything. Do you give her all your money too? Ha ha ha. Well, yes, I do, Kevin. I'll break it down for you. First of all, when you give a real woman anything, she's going to multiply and increase everything that you have given her. Example, you give her a kid, she's going to give you a family. You give her a house, she'll give you a home. You give her groceries, she's going to give you a meal. You give her a smile, she's going to give you all her love. But just remember, you give her any type of crap, just be ready to receive a bunch of shit, because it goes both ways. And it's not a happy wife, happy life. It's happy spouse, happy house. So yes, I do give my wife my money and everything else, because when we married, we became one. Stay blessed, my friends.
Guess who's back? Still doing that shit, Andre?
TikTok tricks that you didn't know about. Did you know that you can zoom in on a video while recording simply by sliding up? You can rename any of your personal sounds by tapping on your sound on the bottom. You go up, there's a little writing instrument. You tap that, but just be careful because once you do this, you cannot revert. And lastly, you can translate any comment just by holding down on it and pressing translate.
iPhone tricks most people don't know about part 4. Quickest way to delete photos is to select and tap anywhere on top. To hide photos completely is to save it in a note and set a lock. Then delete the photos in your camera roll. When you no longer need to hide them, just save the images again. Quickest way to rearrange multiple apps is to long press on one and tap on the others to group them together. Want to highlight something in a screenshot? Don't forget to use the built-in magnifier.
Hacks we found on the internet that actually work. So when you're drilling down, a lot of times you only want to go to a certain depth, but that's hard to judge once the drill bit is already in the wood. So if I only want to go down 0.75 inches, I just transfer that here and pop some blue tape on this guy. Don't look, I messed it up. And now I know exactly when to stop. There you go.
Chile is, well, it's long. Very long. So long, in fact, if you flipped it on its side, you could nearly span the entire length of the US-Canadian border with it. And if you moved it over a bit, you could also span the entire Atlantic Ocean from Canada to Paris. If you placed Chile back to normal, but kept it in Europe, it would stretch from the top of the continent in Norway all the way down beneath Crete and near Libya in the south. Chile is, therefore, taller than Europe is. An entire continent.
So they say you can make quesadillas in a toaster?
Add any kind of cheese on half a tortilla. Fold the tortilla in half and tuck in the sides. Pop it in a toaster and wait a couple minutes. When it's done, there's no mess. It's cheesy and crispy.
DIY hacks we found on the internet that actually work. If you're ever painting something really important, but you want to take a break and you don't feel like washing out your brush, cover it in foil and stick it in the fridge and it'll stay usable for days. So the next day, you grab it and you can finish your masterpiece without having to take any extra time to clean out your brushes.
Hey guys, got another poisonous plant to show you, and it's growing in my backyard right here. This palm tree right here. This is the poisonous one I'm talking about, and it's called a fishtail palm because, well, you can kind of see right here, that looks like a fishtail. Anyway, the entire plant contains this toxin, but mostly it's found in the berries. And to show you what it is, we'll have to go inside and look at it under a microscope. Alright, so we're going to take the berry and rub it on a microscope slide just like this. And you can already almost see the reason why this plant is so terrible. Using this USB microscope, we can see that all the liquid inside of this plant is just filled with thousands of microscopic needles. The needles are called raphides, and they're actually crystals of calcium oxalate. It's a type of defense mechanism for plants. They easily penetrate into the skin and cause irritation. In some plants, the crystals can also be laced with poisons. What makes this particularly bad, though, is the pain is not immediate. It takes a few minutes for the pain to begin, and by that time it's too late to wash it off and the pain quickly becomes unbearable. Trust me guys, avoid this.
Ultimate hacks for bringing her to orgasm. Take it. It's gonna be fire. And what is orgasm exactly? It is our brain's response to physical pleasure, therefore it requires some concentration. And my first hack is based on that. Listen. When you hear or see or feel that she's about to orgasm, she's really close, and you get excited and you want to double up, you want to change a pose, make it spicier, whatever. What you're doing is you're bringing her to point zero because her concentration was kind of ruined. What you should do instead is change absolutely nothing. Don't change your pace. It's the worst thing. Don't change your pace. She likes that. Keep exactly there. Don't change a pose. Don't change anything basically. Just continue and you'll be much better lover. I'm gonna post a part 2.